What's good? What's good, people? You're tuned into the Arsenal way. How we doing, boys? How we doing? We've got a big panel today, man. We got Mr. CP. How you doing, bruv?
I'm good evening. Good evening, gentlemen.
My brother Northside. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Just out here, man. Ready for the Euros. I'm done with club football at the moment.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, boys, man. Do you know what I mean? We're going to be talking all things Arsenal tonight. You know what I mean? Big up Carl Rossi in the comments each and every time, bro. Legendary stuff. You get me? So obviously we titled the show today, you know, Howler of a season, yeah. And obviously we're gonna go through some player ratings and stuff and see how we've done. You know what I mean? Like certain individuals and that have shone, certain individuals have been dead. Most of them have been dead as a collective, you know what I mean? But we're gonna talk about it, bruv. And then what I really want to know is what is the howler of the season? And that could be anything, you get me? So I want everyone in the comments to be blowing that up, talking to us about what they think the howler of the season is. I'm talking Arteta, false nine, Villarreal, could be that one. You get me? It could be Leno, Everton, could be that one. There was so many, bruv. If we're being completely honest, like you get me. You know what? It could even be selling Martinez, keeping Leno having howlers, and then Leno wanting to leave. That's a howler, bruv. Mate, so everyone is culpable.
You took the one I was gonna say, bro.
You know what? Everyone's culpable in it, so we'll talk about it, man. But talk to me, Northside, man. How you been doing, bro? I spoke to you in a while, bruv. You get me? Enjoy the last game of the season?
Nah, I was out and about. I was active out in these streets, but I wasn't even focusing on football. I didn't care, innit? After we went out in the Europa, I didn't care no more. I said, yo, you know what I mean? Just got my Portugal shirts on. I'm ready for that. Do you know what I mean? At least I can smile. CT's always telling me I look grumpy, yeah? I won't be looking grumpy for the Euros, bro. You know what I mean? That man's calm. So, yeah, I've just been focusing on that, man. I don't really care too tough. Do you know what I mean? That's just been me.
Yeah, I hear you, man. CT, talk to me, man. How you been? I see you hosting, bro. I see you hosting last week and that, giving that professional intro and that.
I was trying, mate. I was trying to emulate you, Mazza, mate.
10-10 intro.
It was 10-10, mate. You get me? It was jokes, man. It was jokes. For real. You know what? Let's get straight into it then, boys. Let's get straight into it. You know what I mean? Right, so we're going to start off with the goalies. Yeah, we're going to start off with the goalies. And I want a rating, yeah? And the rating is not based on their ability or anything like that. I'm just talking solely this season, yeah? So for this season, so the games that you've seen them in this season.
Yeah.
Leno, CT, talk to me. Leno, this season.
Wait,
10 being the greatest.
You said it from the off, didn't you? Mate, probably the mistake of the season is selling Martinez for Leno. He's been culpable in a few games, mate. Cost us a few points, to be fair. I think most recently at the byline where it went at the front post. For me, he's not good enough if we're going to push on. I'd give him a 6. He's a great shot stopper, but commanding his box, coming out, catching the ball from the corner, playing it with his feet, knocking it out over the first line, spraying the ball out to put someone through. Don't see it, mate. 6 for me. He's not the worst. Great shot stopper, but that's it.
6. You're going 6, yeah? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we got out of trouble in a few games with his shot stopping, but then he's cost us in a few games. Yeah, just for me, if we want to progress, he's kind of mid-table, which is where we're at level for a club.
Northside, talk to me. What are you saying? So Leno, out of 10, what are you giving him? And you give him a what?
I give him a 6. I give him a 6. I don't think. I think his biggest problem, his biggest weakness is when he always punches the ball out. That's the one biggest gripe with him is punching the ball out. Yeah. I think sometimes as well he doesn't know when to kick the ball long and when it's okay to knock it back to the defender. But obviously it's hard to get onto him about that because obviously the manager's telling him to do that. Do you get what I mean? So he's just following the instruction.
Do you think he is? Do you think the manager is saying don't catch it, bang it out?
No, not about that bit. About playing it short instead of kicking it out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's hard to put it on him when Arteta's telling him to do that. Do you get what I mean? So that's down to Arteta. But in terms of like not catching the ball, putting us under pressure when we're already weak at the back, That's why I can't give him no more than a 6. I don't think, like CT, like you said, yeah. Sometimes he's saving, yeah. Sometimes he'll save balls where you don't expect him to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's not like he's not an Almunia. You know what I mean? He's not one of them type of keepers. Like, you know what I mean? He has got something about him, but his deficiencies to me is his decision making in terms of kicking it out of the back or playing it short, and definitely about punching it out, not commanding his box. So for me, a 6.
Mate, yeah. I'm in agreement with you, Northside, but I don't think I've seen Mario Lacangria. Well, you disagree?
Yeah,
with
bro.
me,
Nah, you know what, bro? I
love this guy. Before he talks, Northside, yeah. Mario wanted to get rid of Martinez and rated Leno over Martinez.
Oh, did you?
I did, bro.
Next player.
I did. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I think Leno. Yeah. I think Rat Trooper in the comments. You get me? Big up Rat Trooper, bro. Big up all the Rat Army and them man there. For me, I think honestly, he's only done really one, maybe 2 things. If we're talking the season, yeah. So Charity Shield is the season as well. And I think the League Cup game as well. I think it's the League Cup. There was one game where was it Liverpool and Pens? Was that this season? Liverpool Pens. We beat them on Pens in the League Cup.
In the League Cup, I can't remember.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I can't remember, bro.
It might have been, yeah. But basically, I'm clutching at straws right now, innit? Yeah. But for me, he's a solid. He's probably a 5 because he kept us in the Villarreal game. He's a great shot stopper, but everything else, he is dead. He is so dead, bruv. And I didn't see it, and it's only this year I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? Because he's lost us games individually. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He's lost us games as well. You get me? But one sec, man. I think we got Big Corey in the building. How you saying, bruv? What you saying?
There he is.
You know what I mean? He's come true. I'm sure. I think you're on mute, bro. You're on mute, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yo,
there he is.
Right,
yeah, all good, bruv. All good. You know what I mean? I'm just going through some of these. Sorry, bruv. Go on.
Yeah, I'm hearing your Leno slander. I'm not all for it, to be honest.
You're not all for it. You're not all for it. All right, what are you saying then? This season, bruv, out of 10, what are you screaming? Right. Leno.
Do you know what? I'll give the same rating as Northside, 6.5. I would say. I think.
Who are you having? Martinez or Leno?
Okay, if we're talking about that, for me, I would have rather kept both of them because you 2 top quality goalkeepers. For me, Martinez should have stayed. Leno has kept us in the game. I think the only game that comes to mind where Leno's cost us is Everton, and that was shocking.
Yeah, with Charleston,
absolutely shocking.
That was horrendous.
Yeah, that one was shocking, and I think he's got mistakes in him. I'm not confident when he's in the box and like a corner and he's come to get. I'm not confident at all. I'm not saying he's the best goalkeeper ever, but I think he's a good shot stopper. I think he's kept us in a lot of games. So I think they were through on goal and he made a world the other save. I think Newcastle FA Cup, he's kept us in the game. He keeps us in a lot of games, and it's the calamities at the back that expose him. And you know what I'm gonna say, even though you ain't gonna want to hear it and everything, we've conceded 39 goals this season. That's the third. That's the third.
Nah. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. For me. Come on.
I think we're all a calamity, but I'm not saying.
Nah, bro.
He's better.
I'm not. Yeah, it froze because it's not having it either, bro. Your internet connection said nah, cause your internet connection says nah. I know what you're saying, but you know what? Like I've seen that flown about. Are you on them ones? 5 more points than last year as well. Still 8, bro. Still 8.
No.
It's back-to-back 8. You know.
It's a horrible season. It's a horrible season.
It's calamity, bro. It's a calamity. You know me. So moving on from Leno, then.
I'm back to the devices. 1 second. Sorry.
All right, no, that's cool, bro. That's cool. All right, so Renarson.
0.
Renarson.
0. That's actually our club.
Renarson.
Our club. Come on, man. Northside, I sent over to you, mate.
Bro, Renarson, that Man City game. Remember that Man City game? Oh, bruv, wait. His positioning on that free kick, bruv. That was an absolute howler. You get
let's
me?
just move to the next player, man. He does
-5.
Yeah.
All right back. I ain't even gonna do Matt Ryan, man. I like Matt Ryan. Get me?
I rate Matt Ryan.
I do like him.
7. 5.
Yeah, you know what?
Him, but he ain't played enough.
it gives me confidence, though. Don't he give you confidence, like the way he comes out, catches the crosses and stuff like that? He's
more so than Leno, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He just doesn't play enough, hence my 5.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I think he's done everything he could, bro. To be honest, since he's come in, so I'm giving him a 7. But it's kind of void, isn't it, man? We only see him like 3 games.
I don't know what's going on. Me and CT are agreeing on everything.
It's coming. All right, you know what? All right, I'm gonna try and bring up the levels, yeah. Try bring up the levels, yeah. So I'll go straight to it, man. Tierney.
Listen, let me talk first on Tierney, yeah. Because a lot of Arsenal fans, probably including all 3 of you, let's get it right, yeah, from the off. Saka's a better left back than Tierney.
No, yeah.
Whoa.
No, yeah, bro.
Stop the cap.
Just as I said, we're agreeing, he comes with a less-sided comment, fam.
Listen, not just my opinion, but statistical fact, he's a better left back. He creates more, he's defensively better, and he's a better player all round. My man,
bro. Where's your stat sources, bro? Where's your stat sources?
Let him land.
He makes England squad. He becomes renowned. Everyone knows about Saka from the left back position. Tierney twice injured in the season. The reason you lot love Tierney is because my man plays in the snow in shorts, brings a Tesco bag with all of his bits in to training, and he shows a lot of heart, and he has a lot. But you saw my man couldn't even fucking run the other week, mate. He was tripping over his own feet. He's on one of the howlers of the season. For me, Tierney, he'll give you a 6 out of 10 every game, and he might give you a 7 or 8. Saka at left back.
Yo, man, you're smoking budge. You're smoking.
That's what I'm saying.
Budge, fam. How dare you cuss my guy, my Scottish guy?
All right.
No. Let me say this.
North side.
Let me say this.
Give me an example.
You can see
because his stats are not showing what you lot are screaming about.
On the stats. I don't even care about the stats, but my eyes don't deceive me, bro. Let me tell you this. This is why I'm saying on the left hand side, yeah, he makes it so the winger never really needs to track back as much as on the right wing. When we got Bellerin on the right wing, you see how it affects our winger, yeah. Tierney is solid defensively, yeah. I remember even a match, yeah, where he took it by the scruff of the neck, man, cut in and then just bottom corner, just banged it, yeah. He scores goals. Defensively, he's not suspect. He's everything that we thought Bellerin would be. The guy is a baller. He's got a better cross. He's faster. He's more impactful in the game. And you can see that our team, yeah, is defensively weaker when Tierney's not playing. Yes, Saka can cover it for a match or two or a couple of games that he done it. Could he do it for a season? No, bro. So let's not get it twisted. Just because he did it, okay, can he do it for a season? And plus, yeah, Tierney come from a team of winning, yeah? And he wasn't no bench boy. He won I swear he won, did he win the Scottish double or treble or something like that?
He done the invincible thing over there as well. And you know what makes it even worse? You know what makes it even worse? 4 years ago, I was at a christening or something, yeah? And my man turns up. And you know what shirt he turns up in, bruv? A Celtic shirt. You know he had on the back, bruv? Tierney. And you know what he was telling, man, bruv?
How dare you?
Tierney's God, bruv. Tierney's the guy, bruv. You see Tierney.
Disrespected.
And then man's coming here and disrespecting him, bruv.
I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe
it. You're having a howler already, bro.
I cannot believe what you just said.
All I'm saying is I've seen Traore twist up Tierney, mate. Defenders
are meant to get twist up. There's not one defender that has to be twist up. Defenders are meant to be twist up. You're meant to be twist up. There's no way you can go a whole season without being twisted. No way.
All I'm saying is if me and you we put down an 11 aside each, and you had Tierney at left back and I had Saka at left back, my team's winning.
No, they ain't winning, bruv, because Saka can't defend like Tierney can defend. But anyway, all you've been doing, Chris, is slandering my future captain, bruv. What is the rating?
Fine.
That kid is a baller, man. And next season, see again. And then I'm gonna ask you, because I'm telling you right now, that kid is a problem.
If he doesn't get injured,
I swear he got injured.
Listen, yeah. So if he doesn't get injured for an entire season, if you talk more about his football, his assisting, his goal scoring, whatever it may be, his defensive duties, not getting twisted up by a Traore. If you talk about that more at the end of next season, rather than him turning up in a Tesco bag and playing football in the snow in shorts, then I'll say, okay, hands up. But for me right now, Saka made his name in the world playing left back for Arsenal, made it to the England squad, has assisted and scored more from that position than Tierney has. So for me, as I say, Tierney for me will give you 6 out of 10 every game. He might turn up and give you an 8. So for me, I'll meet him in the middle and give him a 7.
Do
you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what?
Tell me
if you're comparing Tierney,
that's not true.
If you're comparing Tierney and Saka to the other left backs in the league, Saka's name don't come up. You're comparing Tierney to Robertson, Chilwell, and Shaw in them.
Don't play there.
No, man. Yeah, but if you ask any fan from any club, they're not going to mention Saka's. They're not going to make a name. So don't use stats to compare to back up your point. Stats say the game, man.
Recently, Tierney was out. Yeah, very recently in a game. Saka, it was Xhaka who was playing there. He got injured. Saka steps in. Saka.
No, bro, but don't use that. Don't use that. You know what? Just to be clear, yeah, you can't be using the failure, yeah, of Arteta to justify anything.
I'm just
everyone knew that Saka should have went there. Everyone knew Saka should have went back there.
Listen,
you know what I mean? That's what Arteta. That had nothing to do with Tierney, bro. He's injured.
Does a job
until he got injured. He was in the starting lineup every week, bro. Every week.
Every week.
And now all of a sudden, because he come back from an injury, and yeah, he didn't come back from the injury as good as he was before he got injured. Maybe he come back too soon. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know it affects a player's performance when he comes back too soon and the manager's rushing him. And you know this guy was trying to fight for his job, bro, because we were sinking. So I don't think that's fair, bro. Because what was his performances before you got injured? Okay. You weren't saying for nobody else to go in that position but Tierney. Huh?
6 out of 10s. Occasional games.
6 out of 10s. You know what? The same energy for the rest of the players on this list here. Because I swear that if it comes to Xhaka and all that, and you're there making excuses, if you're gonna gun him down, bro.
I'm not gunning him down. I just think you lot overhype him. I'm not gunning him down.
Wait. No, I didn't. All I said is that he's the best in that position at our squad, and he's actually a good, talented player. Just like Emil Smith Rowe, just like Saka, just like the rest of them. Did I say that he's world class? Did I say that he's the best left back in the league? No, I didn't. We're rating the player. You're not rating him. I'm saying that he's good. He had a decent.
Okay, my bad. Not you guys directly, but Arsenal fan group as an entirety generally tend to overhype the guy.
No, we overhype everyone, bruv. It's part of the thing. It's part of the thing. It's part of having the shirt. It's part of being this fan club, bruv. We overhype everyone, bruv.
Everyone,
bruv. Yeah. I was calling Pep Guardiola Arteta's assistant after that FA Cup, bruv. I was calling him Arteta's assistant, bruv. You get me, bruv? I was talking the most, bruv. But it's reality time now, isn't it?
For me, all I'll say is I haven't said anything that's not true. Statistically, Saka is better in that position, and my opinion. If at the end of this season coming, Tierney turns up and he doesn't start playing up the wing and just playing the ball back, he actually starts sending some balls in, starts getting assists, creating chances and scoring, I'll hold my hands up and I'll say we'll go from a 6 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. But
right, so you're saying
he whips in a lot of balls,
isn't it? That's what he's talking about.
I'm whipping in 10, 20 crosses a match. And man ain't finishing their food yet because Aubameyang wasn't on point. Lacazette wasn't on job. Is that my fault?
No, let's be honest.
That my job is done. I whipped in the ball. If you can't finish it, I'm giving you a dirty look and I'm turning back. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, most of the comments are banging him in at 7, so I'm not that far away.
You know what, Corey? You tell me. What are you saying? So Tierney, this season,
I'm absolutely disgusted from what I've heard. I cannot believe it. This season, majority of the squad is a below a 5, but Tierney is not one of them. He is.
I gave him a 6.
7.58. 7.58. No. 6 is disrespectful.
I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
I should tell you why. Let me tell you why. He's been injured for mostly part of majority of the season. But in games where we needed someone to step up, I'm going to take you to Benfica when we needed 2 goals in the Europa League. He's coming, he's cutting and he's scored. He's run up and down the pitch all game. He scored for me, he scored goal of the season for us as well against West Brom.
Yeah.
For me, we're just so much more comfortable on that left-hand side. Okay, maybe it's a bit too high.
Bring the energy
a solid. He's a solid 7.5. And it's not about the Tesco bag. It's not about the cold shorts. That's all banter. But when you watch the player, when you watch the left back, there is no other Arsenal player I feel comfortable when I see the ball than Tierney. He's up there. I feel so comfortable.
It's true.
It's true. So comfortable. When I see Bellerin on the right hand side, I'm shaking. I don't know what the guy's doing, but Tierney, I don't have to worry about him. I know he's gonna do what he's got to do. And for me,
you know what?
Okay, maybe 7.5. I'll give him that.
This is what I'm saying. I'm with you. I ain't even gonna share my numbers unless it's absolutely crazy. You get me? But this one, the comments have absolutely backed, man. Chris is out here just on his ones, cold outside. You get me? North side. What is your Tierney scoring, man?
I'm only going to give him a 7 because he got injured and then we didn't see him for a while. And then I think he's still struggling to get back to form. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he probably didn't come back 100%. Do you know what I mean? He probably didn't. So I get what Chris is saying that, you know, some of his performances weren't all that. But I'm going to keep it real, bro. Chris, you're smoking budge, bro. This guy is...
You can't 1 minute say you agree with me and the next minute say I'm smoking budge.
Nah. You did something. You did something within that time that I said that, and then we got into Tierney. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. I'm giving him a 7. I don't think he deserves any higher than an 8, but he definitely had a better season than Leno.
Yeah, facts. A man was screaming Leno 6, you know.
Nah, they're both 6 for me. Both 6 for me. If Tierney weren't injured, I'd give him a 7. But...
I want to see what you give to the rest of the squad.
This is what I'm saying. All right, you know what? Now we're gonna switch it over. We're gonna go all the way over to the other side. Other side, you get me? We're gonna go Bellerin. But what we're gonna do this time, we're gonna start with Corey Bellerin. Rating this season, Bellerin, bruv.
4. That's me being generous. I can't even think of a performance that offers him to get higher than a 4, maybe even a 3. Can you think of a Bellerin performance that stood out for you to this season?
Newcastle when it didn't matter, looked alright.
Yeah.
Newcastle when everything was gone, he looked alright there. You know what I mean?
3.8.
Oh, like Bellerin's getting slaughtered in the comments, man. GK's
Bro,
going in.
3, bro.
All right. Northside, what are you saying? Bellerin this season.
This season, Bellerin. I'm gonna go for a 2, bro. I'm gonna go for a 2. Man can't even hold down his position until people are injured or man just pretends that Cedric's not on the bench. You get what I mean? He's a problem. That CT now, all that energy you had earlier on, now you need to bring it. Now you need to bring it. Not before. You know what I mean? But this guy,
you know what makes it worse? Bro,
do you know why? Do you know why, bro? I swear he's our longest serving player. He is. Yeah, and you can't even hold down your own position, and we're sinking, we're drowning like Titanic. And then what am I gonna give this guy?
Man, like Hector Bellerin, prior to his injury, could have been one of the best right backs in the world. Could have been world class. Barcelona were on for him. After the injury, he's lost that yard of pace, runs up the wing, stops, turns around, passes it back down the wing. I have to agree. 2, 3. You couldn't
2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
need more because you was really coming in.
I know you had so much. You had so much for Tierney, you know, but now you're just like, could have been the best in the world, but yet now 2.
Do you know what it is? We've seen it. We've seen it. Like over the years, Jack Wilshere, the Fabregases, even Van Persie, mate, Bellerin, all these injuries, they never come back the same. And if they do get injured, then they go off to other clubs and do better. But it's just, again, we didn't see the potential that there was with Bellerin, and he's flatlined. Now he's planting trees and he's more interested in his hippie fashion.
So you think
I'm disappointed. I liked him a lot, so I'm disappointed how he's
turned out. He's a Wilshere situation where injuries robbed him.
I mean, you can't deny he's not. If anything, he was better than Wilshere in terms of the bigger clubs were after Bellerin before his injury. Barcelona really wanted him. I don't
think Bellerin's ever put in a performance like Wilshere did against Barcelona.
They were. Come on.
I know he's right back, and it's harder to do. But I don't think you've ever looked at Bellerin and thought, you know what?
Before that injury, he would take man on. He would take man on before. He would whip the ball.
Yeah, man.
He'd attempt to take a man on. Since that injury, it's like he's scared to. Before, he would go in for them challenges. After the injury, it's like he's scared to. He's not the same player since.
Like I said,
I get what you're saying, but I feel like Wilshere was a generational talent. That was
again. That's
I wouldn't say Bellerin's a generational talent.
Exactly. I think he just had a couple good seasons, man, when he had no hair.
Just
as soon as he grew his hair, it was over.
Bro, go to the Jamaica sprint. You'll find someone that can sprint as well, fam. It's easy. You know what I mean?
And let's be real. This is a fact.
Like nothing. You know what I mean?
This comment from GK is facts. He has never been able to cross the ball. Never. Yeah, even when you said he's world class, he was never able to cross.
He used to put the ball in the box. Come on.
No, he always puts the ball in. He does that today, bro. But it's a dead ball, bruv. It's never on the money, bruv. It's not no Trent Alexander ball.
How many assists, Chris? How many assists, Chris? Because you're talking about Tierney's with assists. How many assists has Bellerin?
I'm not one of these pub quiz guys, mate. It ain't all up here.
I know. All right, moving on. You know what? In my preference, is Cedric. You get me?
Now,
so I want to talk about
what's
my rating for Bellerin. I think he's probably a solid 4. I think he's been no better than a 4.
What's your rating?
Yeah, I said 3.54, man. I ain't seen much of him. So,
he ain't done nothing wrong, you know. He's not done nothing wrong, and that's the difference. He's not done nothing wrong. Why can't he hold
down his position if he ain't done nothing wrong?
No, but what I mean is he's not doing anything right, but he's not doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? He's literally just not. He's just there, innit? And he's got a little bit more. And he's got the armband as well. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the captains and that. Bellerin, he's one of the captains, man. Yeah. And he's been there. He's been there the longest. You get me? And he should be doing more. You know what I mean?
Bro, like, we since Emery, we give the captaincy.
Yeah, it's true. It's a dead thing. It's a dead thing, bro. It's a dead thing. So for me, I think. The comments were suggesting 0.12. I reckon he's a solid 3. He's a solid 3 based on that, innit? You know what I mean? All right, then we'll go straight in the middle. No, actually, we'll do backup. Cedric. All right, we're gonna start with Chris because he's got the most to say about everybody. So let's start with Chris. Cedric.
I think you said it before, and I watched out for it after you said it. He's not like sets the world on fire, but you're quite comfortable with him on the ball. But he works very well with Pepe up that wing. Again, it's difficult because he's not been on. He's not played. We've had some. I think Lee was saying before. We've played 38 games and we've had 37 different starting lineups. So it's difficult with these sorts of players. But 5 out of 10.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. For me, you know what I mean. I'll just jump in before I go to the other boys. Yeah, for me, he's just been. Just pretty solid, really, on the right. He's not really done anything too amazing. He works well with Pepe, you know what I mean? And he ain't really been at fault. He's had that one game, I think. I'm trying to think what game it was, and he's playing on the left, yeah. And he was disgusting. It was disgusting, but I can't remember what game it was, man. Like he had a proper howler. Yeah, he's playing on the left.
Yeah, and then Xhaka started playing because it was that bad.
Yeah, it was real bad, man.
But that's not his fault, isn't it? He's a that's the manager.
Yeah. You get me. We're gonna talk about his rating as well, still. But yeah, no. You know what I mean? I'll probably go with that 5. You know what I mean? Not nothing fancy, just nothing sexy or nothing. Just okay, innit? You get me? Northside, what's your rating for Badman Cedric?
5. I agree with CT. CT's revived himself in my box. I think it's fair. I think CT just said like he hasn't had a chance, and then like you said, the manager putting him on the left. That's not his fault. He's a right winger. So if you put him out of position, I can't judge the player for that. That's you because you're incompetent and taking out Maitland-Niles and letting him go out to another club. So I actually feel the same as you guys. Like when he plays, I don't feel like I'm not panicking. And unlike Bellerin, I don't feel like he has the same defensive deficiencies. I actually think Cedric's better at defending, but Bellerin's a little bit faster. And Tierney has more going forward. I think Cedric is like, it does what it says on the tin. Like he's not going to bomb up and blitz people and whip in across. He's just solid in his position. And I'd rather a player like that than Bellerin. So I gave Bellerin a 2. I'm going to give him a 5.
You know what? Before we just move on to Corey, yeah. Just Static has just got this comment. Apparently, Cedric was injured, and then had some falling out with Arteta. Like, hey, did you reckon Arteta be falling out with all these players and that? That's why they go missing. Do you think he had a falling out of, like Bellerin and them things? Because certain man be in, and then they just disappear. Like the Pepe thing. He score a goal, disappeared. Lacazette 3 in a row, disappeared. You reckon he's actually falling out with these players like behind the scenes?
I don't think so. I don't think so because when you see under Emery, you can see that the players threw him under the bus, and I don't see that with. I don't see the players trying to force Arteta out or him losing it. I don't feel like he's lost the dressing room. I feel like he's got rid of the bad apples in the Mustafis, the Klasnats, the Ozils. That's what I feel like. But I don't. Me personally, from looking outside, it don't look like to me that the players have just thrown him on the bus, don't care about him, disrespecting him. It don't look like with Emery, you could see the players didn't care. But with him, I don't see that. I think I heard that Cedric was sick in hospital. But the falling out, I don't know. I don't see it.
To be honest, from watching that documentary on City with Pep and Arteta, it showed that the man management, as in player to manager, all went through Arteta. Apparently, he's very, very good at that. And you've seen how much he's tried to emulate Pep with the false nine with Willian. But for me, he does try to do what Pep does a lot. And you see in the interviews, he always says that he will always defend the players. He'll never publicly come out. So I think in terms of relationships, I think he's quite good in terms of man management, in my opinion, from what I've seen.
No, I hear that. So what you going with then, Corey? What rating are you giving Cedric?
I was thinking a 5.56 because I feel like anytime he's played, I haven't asked for more, man. He's just steady. For me, he's been average. So a 5 I agree with the 5 as well. I would have said, if he came to me first, I probably would have said 6. But 5.56, around the 5.6 is enough for me for Cedric because he's been solid. I would have preferred him to play more than Bellerin at right back. I think I prefer him to Chambers at right back. I don't know. Chambers for me in the right back. I don't know why.
This is what I'm saying. And then as lovely segue there, bro. Lovely segue. Love that. We got the connection. Chambers, North side. What we saying about Chambers this season?
Chambers gets a 2 as well, just like Bellerin.
A 2?
2.
Wow.
Nah, you're bugging, bruv. He's only played 4 games, man. He's got more assists than all of them.
Yeah, he only played 4 games because the manager knows he can't trust him. He's dead.
Nah,
he's injured.
I disagree, man. I disagree. He's come back from a mad injury, yeah. He's played well, man.
That are not good enough for this.
Yeah,
but it's not about ability.
Listen,
we're just talking about their performances this year. We're not talking about their ability. We're talking about their performances this year. I think that's crazy, man.
But his performances.
I have to step in with Northside here. Again, I'm in agreement, mate. This guy played for Fulham, didn't stand out.
He's their player of the season, you idiot.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm just saying.
Fulham, they got relegated. Why do I care?
He said he didn't stand out. He was their player of the season, bruv.
It's not hard, stand out.
Bruv, he was playing in central midfield, bruv. He was playing in central midfield. Scoring bangers.
Nah, he wasn't scoring.
Yes, he was.
But 1 or 2 don't. Come on, man.
Yeah,
for me,
he's not a 2.
He's a banger, bruv.
For me, someone like
bruv.
Listen, for me,
man gives Leno a 6, yeah. 6. He gives. No, you crazy, bruv. You're giving Tierney a 5, and you're giving. Bruv,
I'm sorry, man.
I get Tierney a 6.
I'm sorry. I'm the same as Northside on this one. For me, he is part of the problem with this club. We're mediocre players, mate. Need to get rid of them.
But you know what?
If you start going squad player, just go and get me a under 19s from the academy, under 21s from the academy. Don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear about players like Chambers or Rob Holding. I don't want to hear about them anymore. They're such.
But Chris, I agree with you in the sense of maybe not good enough for the squad. But if we're going off his impact of the season or what he's brought to us this season, it's not a 2. I think it's a 4.5 or 5. I wouldn't give him a 2.
This is what I'm saying, man. I think
his performances. If you're talking about squad wise, what we need in the squad, okay, fair enough. He's not. I wouldn't have him in the squad or whatnot. But if we're talking about performances and what we're rating him of this season, it's not a 2, man. You can't give him a 2.
I don't know the impact that you've seen. I ain't seen no impact. And
I've seen one good game.
He's been solid. He's been
just being solid
for
3 games or 4 games. It ain't really that hard to turn up.
Give him some more matches.
Give him some more matches, yeah, and you would have seen everything.
We don't. He's a utility player, though. He's supposed to come in.
What do you mean? Even great at that. I think O'Neilla's better than him as a utility player than him.
No, he ain't, because O'Neill can't play right back, bruv. He can't do
As a
overlapping runs
utility
and cross the
player.
ball in, bro.
He's not in the same position as a utility player. At least on any once in a while score me a banger. This guy is a calamitous, bro. That's why he didn't play. That's why he didn't play most of the games of the season because this manager don't trust him.
No, because he's returning from a mad.
He's so great.
He had
so much impact. He only played 3-4 games.
I didn't say so much. I didn't say so much impact. I'm just saying the impact in the games that he played, his influence in the games in the matches that he specifically played.
I'm gonna keep it real. He's part of that batch. I don't like. I don't
That's
care.
fine, but you're biased. You got a bias.
Nah, I'm not having that.
Bias.
I'm not having that. So all right. So Northside's 2, Chris is 2. What are you saying, Corey?
Well, 4.5, man. Let me allow the guy. 4.55.
All right, cool. So I'm on the buttons. He's getting a 5.
Corey, you're too nice, bro. You need to gun these.
No,
I'm giving him a 5. I'm giving him a 5. I'm giving him a 5. He ain't done nothing wrong, bro.
He's not.
Innit? Man said a 2, bro.
Not a 2.
Bro, this is crazy.
No,
you're saying wait, right? So just to be clear, Northside and Chris, he's had a worse season than Bellerin. Is what you're saying?
I can't remember.
Because man's got Bellerin down as
I put Bellerin as a 2. I put Bellerin as a 2 as well.
So you think he's been on par with Bellerin? He's been way better than Bellerin. Hence why he's been playing.
No, he hasn't.
Both dead. Just one has a little bit more pace.
No, he hasn't.
I think defensively, Chambers is a little bit better than Bellerin. So really, when you round it up, it's the same crap.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna take off a 0.5 and I'm gonna give him a 4.5. There you go. And it's not up for debate. That's what it is. Moving on to the centre backs. All right, we're gonna start with everybody's favorite, Rob Holding. And just to be clear, boys, I think someone said something about we've got the 3rd best defense in the league, something like that.
Yeah, that's easy to do when for 90 minutes all you do is defend, every man defend. So I don't want to hear that.
Rob Holding.
For me, the best thing Rob Holding's done all season is drop Traore. Is it? From my man's getting out jumped by Raheem Sterling.
And the other midget, bruv. The new one at Liverpool.
Tell him.
Jota. And the other one. Jota.
Get rid of him, mate. Get rid of him, please. Don't want him at this club. Gabriel Murray, they're decent. I'll take them both.
We ain't there, bruv.
I'm just saying.
So what's your rating for Holding?
Right-sided. Give me some right-sided defenders. Give me Vestergaard and Saliba, right-sided centre backs. Get rid of Chambers.
All right. So Holding. What's your scoreline? What are we saying? Scores.
3.5.
This is what I'm saying. Remember, this is. You know what? All I keep going back to, is how you're saying.
Mario. Last season, Van Dijk, 10 out of 10. That's a 10, yeah? Van Dijk went back in that position. We finished 8th this season. We're in 15th for 5 games. When you're rating these guys, rate them in the Premier League. I
am rating him in the Premier League, bro.
This guy's a 3.5 at best. He's getting out.
I know, but hear what I'm saying. Exactly. He's been at fault for a lot, and I ain't seen him do nothing. I ain't seen him do nothing else, But you've just given him a 3.5, but you've given Chambers, who's not at fault for nothing, and all he does is deliver when he's on the pitch, He
doesn't deliver. It was a game.
Give him a 2. You can't tell me Rob Holding's had a better season than Chambers.
Listen, with Chambers recently, I can't remember the game. I think we were 3-0 down. We came back to 3-3. Chambers, 2 assists, 2 assists for Chambers. Chambers was responsible for 2 of those goals as well. He just cancelled himself out.
No, he weren't.
Yes, he was.
Bruv,
the crosses came from his side. The crosses came from his side.
Let me think. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. One was a free kick, One was a free kick. One was a free kick that just came out of nowhere. One was a free kick that came out of nowhere. And the other one was a Lingard absolute screamer in the centre.
Lingard just ran in the middle. Ran in the middle.
What side did they come from, bro?
They didn't, bruv. They come from the right.
Yeah?
Yeah. He plays on the right, so therefore it's on the left. So it's on the left, you idiot.
Oh, right back.
When you're attacking, it's on the right. We're on his side, bruv. We're on his side.
He swiveled it and banged.
No, it weren't, bruv.
I'm telling you now. It was only the only one he wasn't at fault for was when they were stood over the free kick and it got passed out quickly and they banged it.
Yeah, and then man kept us in the game, bruv. That's him, bruv. He had a great game, bruv. Them two, whipped them 2 in, bruv, on the money.
Yeah, he cancelled himself. Right. He cost us 2 and then scored 2.
He didn't cost us 2.
Why does it even matter? We already know he's dead. He's not good enough. Who cares?
Yeah, I know, but no, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Who cares?
it's because he's saying that Rob Holding's got a better scoring than him. I'm not having that. I'm not having it. You get me? So you're saying, all right, you said what? 3.5.
He's played. Look, you have to give him that rating because he's played more games.
Nah, I disagree, bro. I don't think he's great.
No, it's not disagreement. He's played more games.
No, I hear what you're saying, but he got outjumped by midgets.
More games with more opportunity to do more things right than Chambers, so he doesn't look as bad. But Chambers doesn't look as bad because he hasn't had as many games to mess up. Holding has, but he has done some good things. But when he got jumped over in the Man City match, I was like,
Jota is smaller than Sterling, bruv.
Listen, I don't. Listen,
Jota is smaller than Sterling, and he done the same header, bruv. Same header over Rob Holding.
I don't listen.
Your defender, fam, clamp him down. Power league setting.
And man's got armband. This is stress. Man's getting a 0.5, bruv. You man are gassed. 3.5.
You know, power league. You just body checking, bang. That's what you should have done, bruv.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? I'm having a Holding flashback in my head. And do you know what game has come up in my head? Do you remember when Aston Villa came and banged us and he's there in front of Barkley and he's there doing dances?
Oh, wow.
He's getting free. I was going to give him a 4.5. I was going to give him a 4.5. It's a free. Oh, I've had a flashback.
He's having 2.5, bro. He's having 2.5s, bro. 2.5. Holding 2.5. You get me? All right. You know what? On a quick fire drill, we'll just do some quick fires, innit? We'll do quick fires, yeah? All right. Mari. Northside, Mari.
5.
Yeah, innit? I'd agree. Chris?
5.5. He's been good.
Corey?
No, I'll give him a 5. 5.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, you know what? Gabriel, first season in the Prem.
Bit rash, isn't he? Bit rash when it comes to moving up the pitch with a player and standing behind him. Sticks a foot in or tries to get the ball too much, can get spun or give away the foul. He's been all right, but he's been at fault for a couple as well. I'd give him just below. I'd give him, if I was giving Thingy a 5.5, I'd give him a 5, just below him. But they're very similar levels. I want to see a lot more. I want to see a lot more from Gabriel.
I think Gabriel's got a higher ceiling. I think Gabriel's got the, you know what I mean? He's got all the attributes to be like a proper centre-back, innit? But now, I think it's hard to tell.
But how do we know when Mari's not allowed to play? Because if he does play, we have to pay his previous club £1 million.
Nah, that's done now. That's done now.
I know, but how do we know? Like, he's not played enough to tell. But yeah, I do agree. Gabriel, the potential again at this football club is another player we're saying this about. So hopefully next season.
Yeah, hopefully. Northside?
I think it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 5. A 5.
5. Corey?
He was better when he played Luis. Yeah. When he's without Luis, he's lost.
Nah, he does. He does look lost. It's true. Good point. It's true, man. It's true. All right. So we got Gabriel 5.5, and then we got Mari 5. All right, Luis. Start with Corey.
6, you know.
I think before the injury, solid.
Yeah, I think he's had a decent season. I can't say he's been dead. A 6. I'd give Luis a 6.
He's not scared to go in for a header. You see what he did to Raul Jimenez. He's not scared to defend or attack the ball in either box. He can spray a ball. We've seen him loft it over every player and put players through. But he has that calamity in him. However, this season, bar recent injuries and stuff, what, you got 1 red, right, Luis, this season?
That wasn't a red, man. That wasn't a red.
That was
one of the howlers of the season.
Yeah, we got bumped.
That was unjust, bro. I remember that match.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to count that.
Yeah, so for me, Luis, I'll go 6. He's been fairly solid. He just has that calamity in him. That's the only issue with Luis.
Not this season, though. Not this season. He's been pretty. He's probably been, for me. He's been our best. He's been our best centre back. Easy.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I'll do that.
You know what I mean? All right, cool. All right, moving on to the middle then. You know what I mean? Moving on to the middle. All right, Party. New signing, 45 mil. I was expecting fireworks. I was expecting Vieira. I saw the Man United game and I got so gassed. I was like, oh, this is exactly what he's missed. My whole life, this is what he's missed. You get me? And then it kind of went down the pan, bruv. Partly to do with the manager, partly to do with his fitness, partly to do with new league. You get me? Chris, what are you saying? Thomas Partey this season?
He's been a letdown. Expected so much from him. He's looked very lethargic and lazy in games. I completely get it, because when you step onto a pitch and you're playing with inferior players and they're constantly giving the ball away, you become frustrated and you think, what is the point? So I completely get it. The last game we just played, he was amazing. Maybe if we stick some decent players next to him, give him something to actually fight for, we might see a different party. But yeah, overall it's been disappointing. So I'd have to stick to 6, mate. I can't give him less than the likes of Leno and that, but I definitely can't give him more. He's been disappointing.
I can only think of 3 games, literally. North London derby. I think the second one.
The United game.
Man United, and I think Wolves first half. And what is it? Yeah. But against Brighton. So what? 4.5 games.
I'm just saying. I think he's a world-class player. We've seen glimpses of him being a world-class player against big teams like United, but it's been sloppy at times. It's been lethargic. It's been lazy. But he has those hints there.
He showed the glimpses to suggest that he's way above a 6, a 4, a 3, a 5. You get me? But
that's the only reason I'm giving him a 6. He's an anomaly in this discussion we're having today. So I hear that. If you go lower, I completely get it.
Look at Corey's face.
All right, Corey, go on then. Go on, you got something to say. Corey, you got something to say. Say it.
He's been at least a 4.5. I said 5. He's a 4.5, man. He is being so horrendous. I cannot believe the centre midfield we have. I was so gassed, like you, Mary. I was so gassed. And then when I watch him, he loses the ball. Like, do you know when he has the ball? Yeah, he has like 3 man on him. He's guaranteed to lose it. I have no confidence. You know, I'm now talking about confidence when I have Tierney on the ball. I have no confidence when Partey's on the ball. He shoots all the time. He's clumsy. He's clumsy. For me, he's been I'm not saying I'm done with him, but he's been such a letdown this season. And it's do you know what, 4.5? Let me give him a 4.5. He's been so horrible this season, man.
Yes, and if we're talking just also, boys, just remember the big games, yeah? The big games where we expected him to hold down positions. And don't get me wrong, the managers are at fault for a lot of his calamities, though. You get me if you think about it. So I don't know, I can't really do him too. What you say at Northside, man? Thomas Partey this season.
I agree with Corey, man. Yo, he has been shocking. His shot is horrendous. Yeah. It's like when he's controlling the midfield, he'll control it. But when he's losing it, I don't know what's going on. The game is lost. The midfield is lost, in my opinion. Like the fact that we can only say 3 games, and this is the mad thing, yeah, about him. Before, like, my rating for him is a 4, but I really don't think it's his fault. He got rushed back after he got injured. Yeah. Look at the midfield that is set to play with him. When we saw the other day that, you know, El Nene works well alongside him.
Works better, isn't it?
He looks a lot better than Ceballos. That's not Partey's fault. You know, he can't do everything. The expectation that we had on him, that he's solely him has to control the whole midfield when our whole team is sinking. Do you know what I mean? And I just think that sometimes, like, he just hasn't had the impact that we thought he would have from Atletico. And I think that better players make great players better, and rubbish players sometimes just drag other players down, bro. We've seen it with Pogba at United. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a world-class player, but the rest of that midfield just drag him down sometimes. And that's why I'm saying 4. But we're just talking about his season this season, innit? Doesn't mean I think he has the potential to have 8s and 9s and stuff.
Yeah.
Steps up. But this season, let's not get gassed because he's Partey and he come from Atletico. It's been a 4, bro. It's been a 4.
It really has. It really has. I've seen glimpses from him that tells me he's got it in the bag, innit? He has got the potential with the right partner in the right system. He's got the potential to be world class. I've seen it in 1 game, and that was a Man United game when he was playing at El Neni, and then it takes for us to be out of every competition, have nothing to play for except for maybe 7th, for me to then see that partnership again. You know what I mean? So a lot down to the manager, you know what I mean? A lot down to the manager for the way he's managed that Partey thing. You get me? So I'm with you, man. I think he can't get any more than a 4.5 because the expectation was so high. You know what I mean? And what we got was a mad thing. You know what? In talking about expectations, moving on to the right side, Willian.
0. 0. 0. Don't even try defending.
Nil point. You don't even need to move on. Next.
Oh, he might be going though, innit? He might be going.
Let him go, man. Let him go.
Do you know what? I defended it as well. I was saying to everyone, Premier League proven. He can fill in. He probably get us a few goals and assists. I'll put into it,
bro.
I got sucked in as well. I got sucked in still.
Yeah.
When he scored that free kick the other day, when he scored that free, bro, I was like,
First game,
fuck yourself, bro. Now
Same. I don't care, bro. Same. You see Arteta's reaction as well. He was pissed. He's like, "You're not fucking idiot, bro. You want to score banger now? Right now, you want to score banger?"
No, I'll tell you, I can't say that because he gave him like 17 games. Remember, Pepe was on the bench. This guy was playing, bro.
Do you know what?
Bro.
You know what? This Matthew guy's got it right. We got the PR for this guy. Yeah, he was the best player at Chelsea in terms of stats, most assisted, most goals scored. Then we had that first game against Fulham, and we were like, we got him. And then
in the new sexy kit and that. In that blue kit with a pink and that. I was like, the crossfield balls and that. I was like, they sucked us in, man. They sucked us in, bro. Yeah, he for me, he's not even. You know what? He gets a 0.5 because of that one game. Yeah,
and then the free kick.
Nah, he's done. He's done.
I'm saying that 0.25. We'll give him a 0.5.
His best game was Fulham. His best game, not Fulham.
Yeah.
Leicester. His best game was Leicester away. Leicester away. Leicester away. He was very good. I think he came in the second half, or was he? He played first half.
It's not that he.
Oh yeah, he put that one in for Pepe, innit? No. His best game was Fulham, bro. First game of the season, bro. That was a mad thing, bro. He hit the post, hit the bar.
It's not that he's terrible. It's just he does nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
Do anything. Like he's just flat every time he gets the ball. He's got to go this season as well.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. All
right, move on a 3-year deal though.
No, real talk though. He's had enough, bruv. Love it. Yeah. You get me? He's vexed. Even he's vexed. He's like, you know what?
Is he leaving? Did he say he's leaving?
Apparently so, man. MLS. You get me? Couple man and that. Or he gets better. I'm hearing. Wants to go back to Chelsea. Could you imagine if we get P off them, man?
What, him and Hazard back to Chelsea?
I'd love it, bruv. I'd love it. I'd love it, bruv. All right, moving on then. Cabellos, let's talk about it, bruv. Because they're one.
Yeah, after the Europa, mate, that guy was literally trying to kick us out of the Europa League. He was doing his
4 times.
Unbelievable. PR. Last season we got so
I know, but the thing is he was alright towards the tail end of last season. I thought he was alright. I wanted him back. I was like, you know what? Let's get him back for another loan.
He would jump on, he would jump out, and then you'd see him running about doing the fidget spinning, and then I think he luckily got a tackle that deflected onto Aubameyang for a goal, counted as an assist.
In Sheffield United.
Yeah, it's a Sheffield United, isn't it? For me, he gets like a. He's minus again. He's on Willian's level this year. He's awful, bro. He's got a goal, man. He's gone, man. He's gone. He didn't even. I don't even think he was there the last game. Man was like, bruv, don't worry, man. Go early, bruv. You ain't coming on, bruv. See you later. You get me? Yeah, allow him, man. He gets a solid 0.5. Solid. No, 0.7. Gets a 0.7 from me. So Willian's a 0.5. He's a 0.7. I ain't even gonna talk about him anymore. He's so dead. All right, you know what? This one here. I've got my opinion about this one. You get me? Xhaka.
Go on, you go. Right. So,
yeah, I know. Because look at him. You know what?
He's ready.
All right. You know what? Yeah, you know what? No one wants to hear this.
I want to hear it.
No one wants to hear it.
I agree with you already, Mario.
No one wants to hear it, yeah?
I agree with you already.
But he has been our most important midfielder all year.
Yes.
With ease. And it's not even close.
Whoa. Midfielder. He's not had a better season than Smith Rowe, mate.
Oh, centre mid.
Yeah.
You
Send him in,
talking
bruv.
CDM?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Alright.
as in. Well, to be fair, there's not really much there, innit?
But he's basically
party. We
better
got
than Elneny, Ceballos, and Partey, is what you're saying.
yeah, easy with
Couldn't
ease. You know what I mean? And as a team, when we play that 4-2-3-1, yeah, he is probably as important to that system as Tierney on the left, yeah, and Saka on the right.
Well, let's get it right. He dropped in at left back and he did a job.
No, I'm not hearing that.
No, he was all right.
Come on, bruv. Sheffield United, bruv. Come on, man. Sheffield United. He played one game where there was actual threat down his side, and he got twists up. He got twists up, and then Leno went and done that howler, and that was Everton, bruv. Because Richarlison, I think he plays on the left normally. He was like, "What? Xhaka's over there." 1 minute. Jump sides and went and twist him up.
You're not blaming that on Xhaka though, that goal, mate. No way.
No. You know what?
The only howler that Xhaka had this season.
No. Wait, that was Xhaka. I swear, Xhaka couldn't keep up and fell over and that.
No,
and
Richarlison just went across the ball and Leno put it.
Yeah, I know, but that's after he twists up Xhaka, bruv.
Yeah, Xhaka was still coming in on him. If he'd have twisted up Xhaka, he would have been 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He wasn't. He still had to let the shot off because Xhaka was coming back in.
Nah. So anyway, Xhaka for me has been. You know what? As bad as it's been, we've been shit. Yeah, we've been shit since he's come to our club, innit? Yeah, but this has probably been his best year, and that's how bad we are. Like that's how bad we are.
Is that good?
No, that ain't good. No, that ain't good. That ain't good. I'm just saying.
He's had two assists, one goal. At 28, you're supposed to be at your peak.
Yeah, I know, but he's a DM. He's a DM, innit?
Northside, question for you: Elneny, Partey, Ceballos, Xhaka. Who's been the best this season?
What?
You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Elneny hasn't played as much as Xhaka's played.
Mate, if you can't make the starting 11,
some of the excuses.
Still on the bench, do your
thing.
For
me, Elneny is a better baller than Xhaka. And even the other day when he come on and he banged the goal, yeah? I mean, he banged the goal. What was that match he banged the goal?
He can't say it, can he? He knows
he doesn't want to say it. He wants to say it, though.
He's watching.
He wants to say it, but he can't. He's just like, nah.
Guys, can you hear me? I think I can.
Look, man, you got to say it, man. This is the thing. I know we've been dead.
That's my opinion, bro. That's my opinion. I think Elneny's been better than Xhaka.
All right. So what are you scoring? What are you scoring, Xhaka? I think Xhaka's been a solid 6, man, for me this year.
Solid
6.
Yeah.
6.
In the system.
In the gutter. This guy's a 2 blood. I don't care what no one says.
Listen, I'd have to agree.
Being our best midfielder don't mean nothing. We've been dead. He's a
He's been one of our better players this season.
He has, man. He has.
Yeah. One of our better players this season.
He's one of our better players.
Yeah. He's been one of the problems. Nah, not for me. Not for me. I don't know what he does good. He's not an assist king. He can't defend properly. He's slow. I mean,
he's tempo guy.
Hold on a minute. Let me get this right on your side. So
why we got Partey then? If he's such a tempo guy, why we got Partey then?
Because Partey's supposed to. I don't know what's. This is what I'm saying. That's what I think the manager's problem. No, because I don't know what the manager plays Partey like he's Fabregas. You know what I mean? Like if Partey's supposed to be the super CDM, yeah, play him there, innit, and tell him, bruv, don't be going over the halfway line. You can put the ball over the halfway line, but you don't need to be going over there. We see Partey, yeah, traveling with the ball, trying to put in screamers, hitting Rosette, bruv. Like we see that week in, week out.
Yeah, because we're doing a Pogba on him and expecting him to do everything. Which is the manager's fault.
No, but the thing is,
we've had is Elneny and Partey. That is the most solid. Yeah, it's not as spectacular as Xhaka. People say, Xhaka pins a ball. Even his final balls ain't all that. A lot of times they don't even reach, which is why his assists are only at 2. He's not good. The only argument people have for him is he sprays ball. Why you got 2 assists then? The stats don't lie. You're dead. He does what he says. He doesn't lose possession as well.
You're right.
And then he keeps the ball, bro, and he keeps playing it. Yeah, he might not play it full.
Xhaka does a lot. Xhaka does a lot of passes before the pass. You get me? He does a lot of passes before. Yeah, bro. He does a lot. He does a lot of them balls. Yeah, that splits
Pre-assist.
that back line. Yeah, that I ain't saying it. Yeah, he puts a lot of them balls in down the left side channel that frees up Tierney to then whip it in for our strikers to not score. He does a lot of that.
Google pre-assist, because that's a pre-assist. Google up. Let's see his stats.
I don't even think that's a thing, bruv. But
let me just ask you, Northside, in all honesty, you got to be honest with this as well. Okay. You think El Neni is better than Xhaka, right? So if it came to the end of the season, the window comes, we sell Xhaka, you're happy for El Neni to step in and do what Xhaka did this season? You'd be happy for...
I would rather as a replace, because both of them have to be a sub. Yeah, they got to be used as a sub. They're not starters at all. Yeah, I'd rather El Neni, because if we're winning a lead and we need to defend, which people tell me Xhaka, that's what he does, control the tempo. I trust more El Neni. El Neni won't do nothing stupid. El Neni won't be put out of position and put in his arse. So I'd rather El Neni. Out of the two evils, I prefer El Neni.
I'll give you that El Neni is a player to come off the bench and see out a game defensively and run around for a bit. But is he on the same par as Xhaka?
No chance.
What level is Xhaka on? What are we placing Xhaka on?
I mean, you guys are saying 6, yeah? I'd say 5.5. And remembering Van Dijk's a 10, yeah, last season, 5.5 is not a great rating. We're not rating any of these boys.
But you're saying he's average. That means he's average. If great is 10, then 5 is average. He was below average. So he's below 5.
Nah, he plays for Switzerland International. He plays at Premier League standard, mid-table. He's a 5. We do need to improve. We do need to sell him.
The international thing has got nothing to do with it. If there's not enough good players in your position and they're all dead, then you're playing at Arsenal. You automatically get in there. It's just like saying, if you're Brazilian and you was a bench player the whole time and your nation won, you're World Cup.
No, but Northside, this is the thing.
You're just lucky that you're Brazilian.
Don't look at Xhaka and compare him to previous players in his position or the standard that we're expecting to be at. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't think both of them are of the required standard.
Get rid of him,
like at all. But I'm just saying, in this team, when he doesn't play, we look mad. We look mad suspect, except for that Man United game.
I disagree. I disagree. I think when he doesn't play and El Neni slots in there, I think we look better.
What game, Northside?
Man United.
Corey looks offended right now.
Man United, bruv. Man United. That's the game.
I can't even remember.
He's one of the worst midfielders.
No. The thing is with El Neni, The thing, no. You know what it is, Corey.
They're both needy.
You can do your thing in a sec, yeah. But the thing is with El Neni, which everyone rates, is he knows his ability in it, yeah. He just picks up the ball and says, "You are better." There you go. Now make a forward pass. I ain't doing that. I am not forward passing. I am sideways. Pick it up. Give it to you. Pick it up. Give it to you. You're better.
Go on, Corey.
You're better.
Corey, let him have it. Let him have it, Corey.
Go on, do your thing.
El Neni is one of the worst centre mids to put on the Arsenal shirt. I'm sorry. He's on par with Ceballos. He's dead. He needs to go. He's horrible. Sideways and backwards. He slowed us down. He just runs. Man, I rated him because he runs up and down and presses the play. I don't care about that. His ability on the ball is horrible. For me, Xhaka has a better impact on Arsenal's team than El Neni, and that's a fact.
Yeah. You put a second middle. Who's the two players in our squad that leads the Howlers? David Luiz and Xhaka. They're always the two that leads us into
those
opportunities.
He's not wrong.
But this season, would you rather see the midfield of El Neni and Ceballos or Xhaka and Ceballos? What would you rather watch?
Say that again.
El Neni and Ceballos or Xhaka and Ceballos? What would you rather? What partnership would you rather?
You said anything about Ceballos? He's gone, bro. I don't even want him.
I'm just talking about. I'm comparing with the.
He starts alongside him. Who would I rather out of the two? No. And I said El Neni. Stop saying Ceballos. Ceballos not even our player, bro. At the end of the day, I don't care.
El Neni's rubbish.
He gets El
Neni's rubbish, man.
So you're saying El Neni's a 2, yeah? El Neni's not El Neni. We're not even on El Neni. Man just got El Neni in the mix. Man's on Xhaka, and then El Neni just got lumped in. You can't be like
2. I'm not impressed. I don't care. Don't like him. No, 2. I don't see this.
Northside knows Lee's gonna see this, mate. That's why he's sticking to his guns. He don't want to have that rematch.
You know. Just quickly. As we're on it. Yeah.
Corey
El Neni. Corey El Neni. Yeah.
3.5. He's done nothing for me. It's
Yeah.
nothing for me to suggest that he's done anything.
He's a player to come off the bench and see out a game with 15 minutes to go. Same, 3.5. Agree with Corey. Also needs to leave.
North side.
3.
You know what? This is the thing. Like for me, I think he's done well, bruv. To be honest, I think he's done well. I think he's done a 4.5. I don't see any. You know why I say that? The reason why I say that, yeah, is you ain't getting any better than what he's delivered this season when he's come in. He ain't done nothing wrong. You know what I mean? He's got a couple screamers and that. You know what I mean? He caught a couple screamers, like I think some of the farmers and that. And then did he score one in the league as well? Score one in the league, innit, the other day.
Yeah. That was the man we talking about. Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. Yeah. I don't think that man are good enough. You get me? But I think like for him, I think that's probably like his ceiling, really. All right. You know what? All right, meat and bones now. Meat and bones. You get me? Meat and bones. Everybody's favorite. Martinelli. Corey, talk to me. Martinelli.
This is not because of him. This is because of the manager, and we haven't seen much of him. So I can't give Nelly more than a 5.5 in my opinion, because we haven't seen much of him this season, and that's purely because of the manager, in my opinion. And I love Nelly, but for me, he hasn't really done much.
Yeah, it's true. Chris?
Love the guy. Love him. He's what this club should be about. Gonna give him the highest rating so far at 6.5. I do agree with Corey. We haven't seen enough of him. But what we have seen, you haven't seen enough. Come on, man. The guy came on the pitch the other day. We got what? 2 minutes of the game left. He runs in, gets us that winner. All right, Pepe dancing and got the
I won't argue against the 6.5. That's the thing. I won't argue against it. For me, I just haven't seen that the Nelly of. I'm comparing him to what I watched first season Nelly and to second season Nelly. It's not the same. Do you know what I mean? I agree. I can only go off what I've seen. So I won't argue against the 6.5 either. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's hard, isn't it? Northside.
Love the guy though. Love him.
I agree with everything that Corey said. I agree 100%. We just haven't seen enough. The same with CT. We haven't seen enough. I give him a 5, and it's all because of the manager. I remember, Mario, yeah, when you were still defending, you're still Arteta in, yeah, and you were saying to me, you cut me up in my point, and you said to me, wait. Out of everyone that we got, who would you take? Who would you keep on that's good enough to continue? This squad ain't good enough. And I said Martinelli, and you go, what? And I go, well, you don't rate Martinelli. And you go, nah, I don't really. You're starting to see.
No. You got this all wrong. It's recorded. I love Martinelli. I've been loving Martinelli.
You a little bit. You didn't say you hated him.
No, he's saying
this kid is a baller.
Oh yeah,
and it's just because he hasn't had a chance, and that's why I included him of the group of players that I would keep on.
Yeah,
that if I was getting rid of, I said this guy is a problem, and now we're seeing.
You're right. But the reason
so important, players getting an opportunity is so important. It's so important. It's why we see Saka. It's why Wilshere came through. It's why we're seeing now Martinelli, coming through. Like even Pepe that got bought, now he's getting opportunity. Opportunity and game time is so important before we start criticizing players. Do you know what I'm saying? This kid,
I'm with you.
Future, bro. I really rate. He's the real Brazilian, not Willian. He gets a 5, but my bro, I'm telling you, he's a future star, bro.
I love him. I love him. I'm a big Nelly fan still. You get me? And the only reason we're gonna talk about that particular comment, you get me, because man try out man and that, you get me. Yeah. The reason why I was like, because we was talking starting 11s, yeah. Because obviously I was on this thing like, who from the starting 11 are you keeping in it? And I don't even think we see him play up until that point. You get me? But I hear what you're saying, and I'm giving him a 6.5. You get me? Because I think whenever he's played, he's impacted the game in it, and he's made the difference. So big him up. You get me? Martinelli all day. All right, moving on. Haaland time. You get me? Haaland time. You get me? Emil Smith Rowe. Talk to me, Corey. Talk to me. Emil Smith Rowe, bruv. Emil Smith Rowe, you get me?
8.5.
8.5.
I mean, I rate him.
It's his first season in the squad.
Go on, justify it. You're gonna need to convince man them. You need to convince man them.
All right, 8.5 because it's his first season, and I think since he's come into the team, we have been a much better squad and a much better unit. And this is him impact. I'm not saying that he's taken the Premier League by a scruff of his neck, but I feel like he's elevated. For such a young age, he's elevated this squad full of carbon.
No,
No,
good.
you're right.
You're right.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So for me, his impact on the squad a lot. Okay, maybe not 8.5, maybe 8. But for me, he's up there. I think he's been our second best player this season, if I'm very honest with you. And his impact has just been amazing. Like the way he holds the ball, I think he's going to be so cold next season. So cold next season.
I think just to add a bit of context into that, yeah. So we didn't see him until I think was it Boxing Day. I think it's Boxing Day, innit, yeah. And since his involvement in the team, innit, yeah. Like I'm just saying this, but I am not out here saying it with chest like it matters, yeah, because we still finished 8th. Yeah, we still finished 8th. Just to be clear, innit, yeah. But since his involvement in this team, yeah, we have got the 3rd best results, you know what I mean, in the league. Out of everybody in the league, yeah, with him, you get me, involved in the team, innit? That's all I'm saying. You get me? So I'm a big fan. I'm a massive fan. But I don't think anyone can get more than a 7.5. So I think 8.5 is a little bit mad. For me, that's just my
Fair
point.
enough. I won't argue against it.
Listen, for me, I love the kid, mate. He's awesome. I think we need another player in that position to challenge him. You know, stepping in and out. We've got a lot of games, whatnot. Okay, no Europe this season. For me, that'd be a good thing. But I absolutely love him, mate. Him and Saka have been an absolute revelation this season. For me, I totally agree with both of what you're saying. And if you're looking at someone like, say, Salah, who would be an 8.5 this season, and then Emil Smith-Rowe is maybe a 7.5.
Yeah,
he's been amazing, but he needs them players around him now.
Yeah, it's true. All right, you know what? I hear that. Northside ESR, man. Are you a fan? You rating? What are you saying?
I rate him, man. I agree with everything CT said, man. This kid, these are the type of players we need to create around, just like he said. I like this kid, man. I like him. Like, I think he could still work a little bit on his end product, but we have to give him the benefit of that because he's working in a dysfunctional team. He's working in a team that's not functioning properly, that hasn't really got the players around him. So for that only, I'll give him a 7. I can't give him more than a 7 because his stats don't show more than that. Do you know what I mean? But that's still good. Like, that's my highest rating so far. I think he gets a 7.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I'm with you, man. I don't think because of the season that we've had, I don't think anyone can get more than a 7.5, which is a shame. You know what I mean? Because there's one man it's 2 men that I think deserve more than that. You get me? Right, moving on to Pepe. Talk to me. Northside, talk to me. Pepe. I need it quick. I need quick fire answers now.
Pepe gets a 7 as well. Pepe gets a 7. I think that he was the guy that was scoring most of our goals in the Europa. I think a lot of people didn't really see that. He scored a lot of important goals in the Europa. He was getting more utilized. That's the only time he was getting played. And I think he was actually performing. Do you know what I mean? And then now we're playing him in the league. And look how he lets us finish strong and not finish like a complete embarrassment. So it's not his fault that he didn't get played enough. Not his fault he was on the bench for 17 games. So yeah, Pepe, man, I rate him 7.
Yeah, I hear that. Chris, Pepe.
Love him. Love the guy, man. Just start him. Let him play 30 games in a row. Let the guy live. Let him do what he does, man. Building like this is another player. For me, I have to give him slightly more than Smith-Rowe. End product. Guy's delivered. Turned up at Europa. He's turned up tail end of the season because he's got a run of games behind him. Like guy could be amazing, man. 7.5 for me. I again just build players around these types of guys.
Yeah, I hear you. Corey, Pepe.
7.5.
In it. You get me? All right.
7.5.
Right, you know what? Moving on to the one and only Starboy, bruv. Starboy time, you get me? Starboy. You get me? Northside, talk to me about our Starboy, bruv. Kyle Saka, bruv.
8.5.
Guy, bruv.
8.5, man. This kid, bruv. I love him, bruv. I swear that I love this player, bruv. This is the one player I say I actually love, man. Before, back in the day, there was Bear, man, but this time it's just him, man. Like, I ain't gonna keep blabbering on, but yeah, man, he's shown up everyone at this club. Everyone.
Yeah, yes.
Even Aubameyang this season has shown up everyone, man. Like what it actually means to play for Arsenal, and it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like having pride. Like this guy, when you see him on the ball, even if he's not scoring, he's driving, he's creating. He he looks like he ain't got no ego. And I love people like that. He ain't got no ego, man. He'll do whatever just to score a goal, just to make us win. Do you get what I'm saying? He'll graft everything. So me, 8.5. I'm gonna give him an 8.5 though. I love.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. You know, I don't even want to hear from the other two guys about Saka. Man.
9. 9.
Man's calling emergency. Man's just like 9. You know what though? Like obviously, like we got to wrap up, yeah, because we got the Trafford Tunnel boys jumping on later. Obviously, they're doing a watch along. I hope they get slapped to pieces during their watch along. So I'll be watching that.
Come on, Emery.
You get me? Good evenings. I'm gonna be in the comments screaming good evenings. You get me? Yeah. So obviously, we got to wrap up in the next couple of minutes. Yeah. So just quick fire. Obviously, he was an absolute bad boy last year, and he was a bad boy before that, picking up golden boots. You get me? He had golden boots, and now you see it. You get me? Aubameyang, Chris.
3, sell him.
3.
Wow,
So,
him.
Yeah.
so he's on. So just to be clear, he's on Bellerin type performances this year. Bellerin, yeah.
What's he done, mate?
No, I'm just asking. Just putting it out there.
Yeah,
He's not having it.
Because the credit he's got in the bank is never a free.
That's
ever.
last season. If you're asking me on last season, it's a different score. You're asking me on.
Yeah,
this
you said it's only about this season.
season. Credit.
All right, so you're saying what you said North Side, man. Aubameyang.
I agree, man. Actually, I'm gonna give him a 4 because he had malaria. I'm giving him a 4 because he had malaria. I was gonna give him a 3. I'll give him a 4 because he had malaria, and if you know about catching malaria, that's no joke thing. So just because of that, and we'll talk about that happened this season, so I can put that into account. 4.
All right. You know what? Corey, last one.
Sorry,
you get me?
I'm gonna say Uber 2 and Laka 6.5.
Nice. Okay.
You know what? This is what I'm saying. I know you hate Lacazette. I know you hate him. Yeah, he's a higher scorer. He's a higher scorer. He's been doing a mad thing. You know what I mean? This year, and you know what? He's been played out of form by the manager again. You know what I mean? Like we all know that ESR works with Lacazette. You know what I mean? Like play them in it, yeah, and you'll see what go on. But he don't want to do that. He don't want to play him. My man can score goals and then he gets dropped. You get me? So
before Laka got injured, mate, he was on that pitch. Every commentator, every pundit saying, "Look at this guy, leader. Guy has got all these young bucks around him, and he's leading the way. He's champion. He's work rate." Me, Lee, and Northside had this discussion before. I like him. Yeah, 6.5 for me as well.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, boys, we're gonna wrap up. Yeah, obviously this was Howler of the season. We're obviously gonna have to have Howler of the season part 2, so we can actually talk about the Howlers of the season. You get me? but shout out everyone watching, man. It's been the Arsenal way. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? Yes, I'm going -2.
What? Who's this? Arteta?
Yeah, real talk. -2, bruv. That Villarreal game take away all the brownie points that he earned, and he's in minus.
I'll give him a point just because he got a lot of deadwood out last season. So this season he got a lot of deadwood out, and he brought in some potentially very good players. So I'll give him a 1 for that.
Northside.
Well, 10 is great, yeah.
10 is great.
Yeah, he gets -10. There you go.
Corey.
1.5.
1.5. 8 twice in a row with better players
this season. 1.5. 1.5. Just because he's got
more points.
No. He's got rid of the deadwood, and also I think the only thing he hasn't improved on us. I think we've improved defensively. I think we just make calamities, but he's not scoring enough goals, and that's what's costing him. That's why he gets a 1.5. I can see us improve defensively, but he needs to work on the goals next season. I'd sack him though If we're being honest, I'd sack him.
Standard, bro. Conte's available, bruv. Sack his blood clot, yes, bruv. Bring Conte, get me. Bakawaka, my Italian, bruv. You get me?
Look at us.
Who's that? Mario? Is that one now?
Yeah. Anyway, boys.
Yeah.
You get me? Like and subscribe. Never a foul, man. You get me? Hopefully, good evening. Go slap them all about. You get me? All over the place and that. You get me? You've been watching the Arsenal way. It's the man.
Villarreal, come on.
And we're out, man. And we're out. You get me?
Yeah.
Big up.
I don't even think we're out just yet, bro.
It's Howler.